Gave me another 2 inches on my depth. My hips felt a lot looser.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Today I've got Christian with Gage Health going through this warm-up protocol. You mean to give you a back pot? Come on, up. Do your back squats feel like they're being held together by duct tape and prayers? If so, you're probably missing a few key things from your warm-up protocol. Today, I've got Christian with Gage Health going through this warm-up protocol. Christian, what is your normal protocol for back squatting?
I prefer high bar, so position the bar pretty high on the traps, walk out, feet about shoulder width apart, kind of torque your feet into the ground, apply slight pressure outwards, hip hinge the hips, and then drive down to the base of the squat, roughly 90 degrees between the femur and the lower leg, and then explode back up.
Okay, so what do you do leading up to all of that? Do you do leg swings, foam rolling?
Yeah, lots of mobility work. So I'll typically do a lot of abduction work to engage the medius and minimus, some maximus work, so some kickbacks, some hip swings, some rotational hip movements, and definitely some foam rolling.
Okay, sweet. Well, I'm gonna run you through one of my pain-free performance warm-ups,
Nice,
and then
yeah.
we'll see if that compares to your normal warm-up protocol.
Perfect, sounds good.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
I'm Ethan Schneider, a certified pain-free performance strength coach, a biomechanics nerd, and an autist extraordinaire. And today I'm going to be walking you through the warm-up protocol for a bulletproof back squat. Right, so the first phase I'm walking Christian through is called the SMR, which is the Self-Myofascial Release. We're using a foam roller to find a nice tender spot on that quad, which is the primary mover of the back squat. We're trying to open up some more range of motion, and what happens often is the fascia will get stuck together. We're trying to get it to move so that we have more range of motion. And then we're going to do some kicks where we're kicking the leg back and forth, forcing the muscle fascia to move under that pressure. It's going to break up that fascia a little bit better. During the Bi-Phasic Dynamic Stretching, what we're trying to do is get a dynamic stretch of that muscle moving through the range of motion, and then using a form of PNF, which is basically tightening the muscle and then getting it to relax and then increase that stretch. This is also a very short and concise stretch that you don't want to sit too long into. Now, phase 3, which is the corrective exercise, what we're doing here for today, because there's not much correctiveness that we need to fix, we're just gonna run Christian through the full range of motion of that squat now that the muscles and range of motion have opened up to allow him to get to that new depth. Don't want to be exhausted afterwards, so we keep it simple by just doing a plain body weight exercise to get you through that full range of motion. Now we're gonna do a full range air squat. So let's go ahead and get some squats. Nice. Now you may not be able to get, full range of motion like Christian here, like ass to grass is what it's called, but working your way through and doing those first 2 phases to get this depth is really important. So during phase 4, we're trying to brace and wake up that core. We need to increase our stability from the core, and that will translate to the rest of the body.
Let's just do dead bugs. I feel like it's more universal.
Okay, yeah. Dead bugs, so on your back.
Oh yeah, we might try that.
Come back to neutral, bracing. This phase is specifically targeted to engage the core, and so that we're firing at 100%, and you get that mind-muscle connection to those abs. So we're gonna be doing dead bugs, so knees up at a 90, arms are straight up in the air. And I'm gonna give you a couple of cues. What I want you to do is squeeze the oranges in your armpits, right? Belly button to spine. Press the lower back through the floor, shoulders up. So shoulders up even more, yep. So you really should feel that core engaged, and we're gonna go opposite, right? Straight, and then come back to neutral. Just 2. Solid, take a breather. Another way you can look and see if they're really engaged and tense is if I do a push test. If I push you, you should move as one solid unit. So I'm gonna actually have you go through this as well. So I want your back into your neutral position with the dead bug, right? So arm up. I want you to brace so tight that if I push you, you basically turn into one unit. Yep, there you go. So legs, now close your eyes. Same thing, don't let me push you. Don't let me push you. Don't let me push you. Brace the core. Brace the core. Cool. Pattern development, or the fifth phase, is kind of like a primer to wake up the central nervous system to get it moving. In this case, we chose a very fast and athletic version of the jumping jack. Jumping jacks, really? And then they're in it, they're like, I'm awake. Like, yep, that's the point. Today we're gonna be doing 3 bouts of jumping jacks. This is supposed to wake up your CNS and get you firing on all cylinders for your back squat. So the first round of jumping jacks are gonna be five reps total, and you're gonna be running at like 50% capacity. Each set we do, it increases by 25%. So by that third set, you should be hitting 100% as hard and as fast as you can.
Now, is the intensity coming from how hard I'm squeezing or how fast I'm doing the jump?
Both.
Okay.
This is going to be engaging the glutes, the adductors, your quads are gonna be tense, your hamstrings are gonna be tense, your core should be braced, and your lats are going to be really fired up for this. So it's both. So it's like, you wanna go fast, but you also want to be braced. Right? So everything should be, and don't forget that you had that core engagement. Don't lose that, because that's extremely important. So, all right, so we're gonna do 3 rounds. Ready? 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, take a breather. Give it about, I don't know, 15 seconds. And then we're about to crank it up just a little bit. Ready? 3, 2, 75%, go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stuff. And then we've got one more round, about 10 seconds in. We're gonna go as hard as we possibly can. Ready? Back up for me a little bit. There you go. Ready? 3, 2, go. Fast, 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 fast. Good stuff. Yeah. It should it should definitely wake you up, but it's also gonna make you a little fatigued. The next part is the fun part. I actually really like this one a lot. And for the final phase, the central nervous prep, we're gonna be using a term called post-activation potentiation, or PAP. And the point of this is to really fire up the fast twitch fiber muscles in your body, so that when you're actually under heavy load, that you're utilizing those muscles optimally at 100%. So Christian is going to do a ball slam with a very tense hold, followed by an explosive vertical jump, land with a hold, and then he's gonna let go. The reason why we're doing a vertical jump is because the back squat is an up and down vertical motion. So it's going to mimic the fast muscle twitch fibers to fire up as hard as we can, land as we're bracing, and then let go. And now, after all is said and done, we can get him on the barbell back squat. He's going to work out with this new range of motion. In today's case, he's gonna be working with 315 pounds for 3 reps. All right, so now that we've finally gone through the 6th phase of the warm-up, now we're gonna start our back squat. We're gonna start at 50% of our working weight. We're only gonna do about 2 warm-up sets, working up to that actual working sets. And we're only doing at most 3 reps per set. We're gonna be going as deep as we can with each of these squats with that new range of motion we just unlocked. Good stuff. So low that the safety bars stop you. Good shit. And rack it. Good stuff. Solid. Good stuff. Nice. 1, 2, perfect. Rack it. We went through the 6-phase warm-up protocol. This is completely different from what, Christian, you are used to.
Yeah.
How did that back squat feel compared to your normal warm-up routine?
I definitely felt like my hips were a lot more open, and I've been having like a knot in my right quad lately. It's been kind of limiting my depth. So I definitely felt like it kind of took care of that knot, and it gave me another 2 inches on my depth. My hips felt a lot looser.
Good,
Yeah.
good. And so now, having that warm-up protocol, one, he's going to avoid any kind of pain in the spine or knees, and he's now has a new range of motion that he can strengthen and get a stronger back squat with. So, do you have any input, or what do you think of everything?
Really, man, you're the man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. So, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow for more, and I will see you in the next one.